This is Kevin Howell, the One Eyed Scout. Watch the One Eyed Scout show on TAN TV. Connect on all social media outlets, including Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you there.
My name is Jerry Jackson, and you're watching TAN TV.
All right, everyone. We're going live with Xavier Rendon from Pearsall High School. And we are going to talk about what the first day of practice was like. So why don't you go ahead and start telling us how that first practice went officially.
First official practice was actually this morning, and it was good. I think a lot that ended up making the teams. They brought a lot of energy to the table. So, and right off the bat, we went over what we want to do defensively this year. So it seems like we're setting the tone on being a defensive team, and I think the guys are going to do great this year. They put in a lot of work throughout the summer, and I think it's going to pay off this season.
What do you feel like? So this is going to be your first year where you got to have an official offseason and move in with it. What do you expect differently out of yourself?
Out of myself, I think I expect a lot. I think I expect to be able to dominate inside the paint. I think, playing with the HG Toros in the off season and learning what they're all about, I think it can bring me to be a better leader this year and trust my guys more and to rely on them more. When I need them and I need help, to be able to give it over to them and know that they're going to be able to get the job done.
Yeah. So thinking about, when I talk to different coaches about you, we always talk about your length, your being a former quarterback, and how do you feel like that has helped you offensively and defensively? Because the first thing I think of is anticipation.
Yeah, for sure. I think anticipation is the biggest thing. I think being able to survey what the defense is doing and I think when I have the ball in my hands, to send my guys in certain positions to get them open and get them better looks. I think defensively, it helps me gaining speed and kind of predicting the play and what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it, and what formation they're going to do it. So I think there's going to be a lot of relocating, and it's going to help me a lot defensively and offensively this year.
Very cool. Any offensive changes? Did the offense change any? New defensive plans, or are we just going to keep that under wraps? No scouting reports early on.
Can you repeat that question, please?
I was saying, has there been any changes to the offense or defense?
Yeah,
or we
I
should
think
keep that a secret right now.
no, we won't keep it a secret. We'll go ahead and let everybody know. I think what I changed this offseason offensively is starting from inside out. I think last year I always wanted to shoot the three ball. But as I went into this offseason and coordinating my skills down low and developing them to a higher level, I think if I'm able to start from inside out, I'll be able to score at any point in given time of the game. I think defensively, just being more disciplined, not reaching when you're not supposed to, staying out of foul trouble, and just being aware of what's going on with the other four players around you.
Yeah, that was and we talked, mentor conversations, and that was some of the feedback, that we got from some of the different prospect camps, summer camps that went to, was not falling in love with the three ball. So that's very exciting, to hear that you made that adjustment. And, you got a lot of steals off the backside, and being more disciplined is going to help with that. So how have you evolved your rebounding game?
That's it's kind of been the same. The way I think of it is, there's always more opportunities to score, especially on the offensive side. When the shot goes up, crash the boards, and try and get a second chance point off of it. And on the defensive side, don't let the offense get second chance points, because at the end of the day, second chance points are either going to help you or they're going to hurt you. So I think just being more aggressive and going to get the ball, telling yourself that it's yours every time, and no one's going to get the ball if I don't get it. So that's my mindset going into a rebound. Like, hey, if I don't get it, no one else is going to get it. I need to go get it.
What is your so thinking about this, and I think coaches need to take note that it's 11 o'clock on a Friday night, and you're sitting there talking to your 50-year-old mentor instead of out running the roads. Um, how has that come about, man? I mean, is that just how you are, or small town Friday night, or what's up?
No, a lot of stuff happens here in this small town. There was actually just a football game, homecoming, so I'm sure the streets are packed right now. But I'd rather just be at home with loved ones, or be with people that I love to be with, and not be out in the street, not be where I'm not supposed to be. So I think being with the people that I can surround myself in a good environment in, and a peaceful state of nature. I think that's the route I'd rather take than being out and about, doing things that no teenager should be doing.
So you're more of a homebody and keep everything chill. Um, it's gonna be cool for you because we're not gonna throw anybody under the bus, but you find a place to put up shots on Friday nights, and
Yeah,
you put up for about an hour and a half. It's nice whenever you get to the next level, man, and you got a gym, and you get key codes and all these kind of things to where you can just go in and shoot on your own. Um, going into the fall, any upcoming tournaments or showcases that you're looking forward to playing in?
with the school, or
Yeah, school or prospect
um,
camps or
I'm really looking forward to go to a prospect camp that is going to be rescheduled from Texas A&M San Antonio. I think that's a good one. I think very very contagious environment first year. So it's always good to go out and expose yourself, and put yourself out there with exposure with other different type of talents, and that way coaches can evaluate you to see if you're a good fit for their team or not. Every coach is different. I think that every player can adapt and adjust differently to every offensive scheme and every defensive scheme. But yeah, one tournament that I am looking forward to playing for the school. We'll be headed out to Alice, so a couple 5As, 6As out there. So we'll see what happens there, and just telling the guys to take it one day at a time, and not rush anything. Just take it one day at a time and play by play, and let things develop as we go.
yeah. So we got the Alice one, and so district. There's one thing I like to ask. So what's your outside of your home campus, Pearsall? What's your favorite place to play?
Man, um, I think the favorite place that I like to play in, when we get to district, we have Uvalde in our district, we have Carrizo, we have Somerset, we have Floresville, and then we have Divine. I think my favorite place to play would either be Carrizo or Divine. I think those are two of the most hardest places to play in, with their student section
Yeah.
being so obnoxious. They're obnoxious all the time. So it's always good. It's always good putting yourself in an environment like that, and at the end of the day, just honestly just shutting them up at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some schools like that back in the day.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
So huh?
I believe it.
Yeah. Um so going down there, how far is Alice from you?
It's about 2.5 hours.
So that's y'all go down there and stay overnight or
I
back and
believe
forth.
so.
That's cool. Have y'all done that tournament before?
No, this will be our first time. Last year we went to the one in Corpus Christi.
So do y'all do two tournaments or just the one?
We have that tournament. we have our own tournament that we host, and then I want to say one more tournament after that.
Very cool. Very cool. Do you have any things you're trying to achieve? Senior goals, senior year.
Yeah, senior year, it's finally here, and I think that I want to create another milestone, and potentially reaching 2,500 points. I'm at
Okay.
1,564, so I know that I can get to 2,000. So I'm reaching for 2,500, and just bringing back a district title here in Pearsall, something that
Hmm.
hasn't been done in years, and getting a playoff win hasn't been done in over 22 years. So that's what we're trying to accomplish this year, and bring back the basketball spirit back to Pearsall.
All right. So try to make a playoff run.
Yes, sir.
So we got to be in the top four. So have you ever thought about how easy it is to score 20 points a game?
Oh yeah, I think about it all the time, and I tell myself before the game, if I could score 5 points a quarter, that's 20 points a game.
Yeah, I mean you're a shooter, so you get a 1-3 and a layup, and boom. It's funny how some people put so much pressure in not realizing that it can be just that easy.
Oh yeah, for
What
sure.
about your? I want to know what your goals are for rebounding. Do you have a number in mind per game, or
Yeah. So last year, before I got hurt, and before I was out for 2 games, I was ranked number one in the nation for double doubles, including my
really?
rebound. Yeah. So I think this year I want to average about 17 to 18 rebounds a game.
So, dude, you've held on to that fact, and we've known each other for over a year that you led the country in double doubles.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, what's your message out there to coaches right now? College
Uh,
coaches.
I guess my message to college coaches would just be that I'm able to play the 1 through 5. I think I know I can defend the 1 through 5. And I think the energy that I can bring to any team out there that is looking for a 6'5" guard with length and speed to him and can attack the rim and can guard the rim. I think I can adapt myself to any college possible, and go out there and not only make myself better there, but make the environment there better, make the team better, and make the coaches better as well.
What's a hobby outside of basketball?
A hobby outside of basketball. Um, Man, that's a good question. I think a hobby outside of basketball would probably be watching movies, just being chill, just watching movies, spending time with the people that I love most.
All right. So, give me your top three movies of all time.
My top 3 movies of all time. Number one, I'm gonna go with the movie named Max. That's about a
Max.
German Shepherd. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Girl sexy, hallelujah.
Oh
Um,
man, go
that was loud.
ahead. So, all right. So my girls are at a concert in Austin,
Yeah,
and that's my ringtone. So I'm just gonna shoot them a text right quick. But you go ahead and so we had Max.
yeah.
Uh,
I would go with Max. My number 2 movie that I've ever seen will probably be Son of God, and then standing at number 3, I would probably go with The Notebook.
dude,
Oh, don't
yes,
you don't know that? Don't act.
that old movie.
The Notebook,
Yeah, where um, Burt Reynolds is it?
Plain Noah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah, no, that is one of the first movies that I went to see with my wife, if I
really.
remember correctly, during the dating or dating. We were married 22 years, so I don't know how old that movie is. But we always laugh because I get wrapped up emotional in movies and stuff, and she's like dead inside. And so at the end, I was crying, and she looked at me like, "What's your problem?" But hmm, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't see that one coming.
I had to bring it up.
Yeah, I was talking to a prep school today, man, and we were talking about there was guys from New Jersey, Philly, um, Jersey, Philly, West Virginia, and I asked them what was their impression of a breakfast taco, and they had never, still haven't had one. So my question to you, man, leave the barbacoa out of it. But if I'm gonna hook those guys up with their first breakfast taco, what are we rolling with?
If you're gonna hook them up with their first breakfast taco, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go egg, potato, egg, chorizo, and bean.
Potato, egg. I'm writing this down.
Okay, go ahead.
Potato, egg, chorizo, and bean. Okay, I could dig that, man, because my favorite is chorizo and bean.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all right. So here's a question, man. You get recruited by a school in Minnesota, in West Virginia, and Oregon. You willing to travel that far?
I'm willing to travel wherever to go play at the next level.
That's what you got to know, man. Because remember, we talked about it before. It ain't for everybody,
Nope.
and there's only 7% that are going to play anything after high school. That's why senior year, every rep matters, every detail matters, and I got to be able to tell coaches, and hey, he's willing to go. Because like I've told you, man, we've got a guy in Maine, we've got a couple of guys in Wyoming, a couple of guys in North Dakota, and they're there right now, and it's hard to play in Texas junior colleges. They're full of D1 bounce backs. Um, I know that you've got some NAIA schools that are looking at you. One being A&M San Antonio, and so my goal with you, like we said, is to always give you choices. You're gonna make the final choice, you and your family. But my goal is to keep you focused and locked in, keep you working out. I know I need to get you in the doghouse, and you keep telling
Yeah.
me I'm going to, and then you cut your fingers with knives. Um, but anyway, man, I love you, dude. We're gonna go ahead and close this up. I appreciate Tan TV. They've given us a platform to put ourselves out there, and it's been a great time, man.
Thank you. I appreciate the interview. It's always great being on with you.
Yeah, and we'll do it again soon because I want to catch up
Okay.
with you about 3 weeks into the season.
Okay, for sure.
Sounds good? For sure.
All right.
All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close this down.
All righty. Thank you.